Hello and welcome to my channel. My hook is 3.5 and for this pattern I go and make multiple of 4 plus 2. I go and chain 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 and like this until I will have 22. For row 1 I go in each loop chain and make a loop. So I go like that, grab the end, make a loop, move to the next one, make another loop, to the next one, all the way till I'm done with all my chains. And now to close row 1 I grab the end and pull through the first loop. Now grab the end, pull through the loop right here and the next loop, the loop right here and the next one, the loop right here and the next, and like this with all of them. For row 2 I go in each loop and make another loop. Go like this with my hook, grab the yarn, pull through, make a loop, to the next one, grab the yarn, make another loop, to the next, like this in each loop. And my last loop from row 2 is this one, so I go on this loop and then on that loop too, grab the yarn and make that loop. Now to close the row I'll do exactly how I did on row 1. Grab the yarn, pull through the first chain, now grab the yarn, pull through that loop and the next loop, that loop and the next one, that loop and the next one, and like this all the way. Now I need 2 more rows, row 3 and 4 like these ones, and I'll meet you on row 5 where I show you what I do. I did all 4 rows, 1 2 3 and 4. Here I go and change the color, grab the new color and pull through both loops, and I go in the next 3 loops and make a loop. So one loop here, another loop right there, and one more loop right here. So 4 loops all the time. We start with 4 loops right here. And now I will help me with some hooks. So now what I need to do is I will skip this row and I find the second loop, this one, so I skip this loop, and on this loop right here I go right there and I will have my first long loop. Then to the next loop I skip 1 2 and right here I go make the other loop, and here I skip 1 2 3 and right here I take this hook down out and I go with my hook right there. I grab the yarn, pull through and make a long loop. Now I take the other hook, go right there, grab the yarn, make another loop and do the last one and make a long loop. Now I need to go to the next loop, which is this one. Grab the end, pull through there, and pull through the 3 loops I just did right there. Now I go to the next 3, so I make 3 loops, 1, 2, and 3. I skip this and that. So here I go right here with my first one, then right here with my second loop, and my third loop right there. I'll go first here, grab the end, make a long loop. Now I go right here, grab the end, make a long loop, and then grab the end, make a long loop. And to the next loop, pull through and pull through the 3 loops I just did. Again, 3 loops right here, 1, 2, and 3. Skip the first row, go right here, skip that, go with my hook, make that loop. I find the second one, which is this one. I skip 1 and 2. Right here I go make another loop. Then to the third one I skip 1, 2, 3. Right here go and make the other long loop. Find that loop and pull through. And like this. And then to the end where I show you what I do. And here I have my last loop where I go and make a long loop. Now to close, I grab the end, pull through right there. Now grab the end, pull through that loop and the next loop, that loop right there and the next one, the loop right there and the next one, all the way. And right here I change the color and I go in each loop and make a loops, and I make 4 rows like these ones. And now I close, make a chain right there, and I grab the yarn and pull through each loop like this. And then I need 3 more rows like this one. I finish all 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And here I change the color, so I grab my blue and I pull through and make a loop. Next I go on this loop, grab the yarn, make a loop, to the next one, grab the yarn, make another loop, and 1 more. And now what I do is I go with my hook right here, see, right there, right here, and then I go here and here. I don't know if you can see. The on row on this loop right there, I skip 1 and 2, I go there, 1, 2, 3, and I go there. Now I take this hook out, I go one, skip this row and go to the next one and go right there with my hook, grab the yarn, make a long loop. Now I have to go right here, so this time I skip 1 and 2 rows, I go with my hook right there, grab the yarn, make a long loop, and now the last one, I skip 1, 2, 3 rows, go with my hook right there and make a long loop right there. I go to the next chain, grab the yarn, pull through that chain and the 3 loops we just did. Now I go and make 1 loop, 2, 2 and 3. Now I skip this and that, so I have the 3 loops here. I skip this row and right there I go and make my first loop, and then I skip 1 and 2 and I go right there, make my second loop, 1, 2, 3 and I go with my third loop. So go right here, grab the yarn, make my first long loop right there, my second long loop and my third. I make sure they are all long and I go to the next loop, pull through that and the 3 loops I just did right there, and again I go with 3 loops and do everything exactly how I did it over here, and then I close the row, make 4 rows like these ones, and again on row 5 I do this.